Maybe this would be better starting position for us. Ah, there's blood cats.
Yeah.
That's at least a fact that there's blood cats. But where?
Looks like we're gonna be seeing some action, Ace.
Well, there's at least one enemy. Normal sort of enemy.
Ready.
What kind of a chance to hit
Yeah.
do you have into that direction? Not too shabby, I guess I could
Ready.
say. You turn into here and go down because, as we remember, and no, I didn't mean to press that now. Now I have to do that all over again. That's stupid. Ah. Well, still, you will have a lot better chance to hit with the pivot when you're actually down. I think you could only start aiming there and wait for them to come closer or to have more action
Yeah.
points, as it does seem a little bit silly to be using those action points right away. So let's
You
just
got my ear.
hope they will not be spotting us, so to speak. And spread out at least a little bit with Ira. And try to be waiting for that one turn. He hasn't spotted us, so it should be okay. It should be okay.
Ready.
They are at least already firing against the blood cats, I think. It seemed like that way at least.
Ready.
Yeah, blood cats turn. That's fine with me. That is quite fine with me, and you are not going to be hit, but oh well. I guess we should then shoot at the torso. I'm quite sure that they know of our existence now. That there's someone already shooting because one bullet flew
Yeah.
over his head. So it's not going to be changing the situation too much. Yeah, the second shot.
Damn.
Pretty close.
You got my ear.
Let's see. Could you also see into there and try to shoot? You can't see them at the moment. Well, he wanted to of course run here, which is not too surprising in this situation. You can try to interrupt now though, which isn't a bad solution. Yes, good. Good job, Ira. You interrupted her great. And then there's suppression fires. It's great that they have to be concentrating into the blood cats as well. They can't only be concentrating on us. So that works out fine.
You got my ear.
I can hear that the blood cats are making a mess. Where is their blood? I don't see where there's blood. I think that someone would have bled already, at least a little bit, other than this guy, but maybe not. Maybe you could give it another shot, just to practice your skills too. Nice marksmanship skill indeed did
Ready.
increase. And then Hitman,
Yeah.
maybe could try to shoot this one. Nice. Though she's still alive,
Ready.
sadly enough. Could you try to hit this guy into the head? Should be a pretty good chance into that distance. Nice.
Too much.
Now there's only that one critical girl who is very much bleeding. We are not in a hurry because they are already worried about the blood cats, or they have to be paying attention to the blood cats, so that works well enough for us. At
Ready.
least in my opinion it does. We didn't see a blood cat's turn though, so it might mean
You got my ear.
that the blood cats are now dead.
Flippin' A.
But let's
Ready.
see. Do I now see any bodies or any blood yet? I don't know. Ah, here. Here are the blood cat bodies. So we know where there's at least been guys fighting. Let's, Of course, it's a little bit risky to try to be running all the way there.
More scum.
Yeah. Surely. I should have looked into this direction. I was thinking that it would be risky to try to be running all the way there. And indeed, it would have
Yeah.
been even more risky if I would have tried to run even more. Do I have the... I have the tear gas grenade. I was thinking that maybe I could try to throw one here as a little bit of a cover now, because we are a little bit out in the open, I would say. It's nice that we got that one guy out of the game, but that doesn't really solve our issues, so to speak, that much. I guess you should really stand up at least if we want to be throwing this into here somewhere. Yeah, try to throw it into there. Let's try to create a little bit of a cover, at least. And then just go low.
You got my ear.
At this moment, that's at least not the worst option. Unfortunately, we cannot really be doing a lot more right now. I would have loved to be able to get into the cover of the trees at least a little bit, but that didn't quite work out. Or face certain deaths. I cannot surrender. At least I'm sure this was useful enough, as otherwise I think they would have seen me. So I guess that at least worked out a little bit. Ira and Hitman will be the ones to try to shoot first. For sure. You have an okay chance for both of those. Of course, you're not going to be going and punching them. That would be silly. You have just as good of a chance to hit both, at least that way. Let's try to shoot into the first guy, at least with you.
You got my
Very
ear.
little bit of damage, to be honest. Yeah, you just have to try to shoot. And yeah, shoot a second time. We need to try to be getting rid of
Ready.
some of these guys. I wonder, should I change the weapon or not? This did have, well, 35 range. And then, on the other hand, well, I can't hit that guy into that way. I have to be turning a little bit, I think, so that's the reason why it takes so long. Let's see. Yeah. I have to be turning, which is the problem. This way I would be able to shoot a little bit better in a way, but of course I would be kneeling, so to speak. What about if I use this? How far would I be able to... Well, I would be able to shoot pretty well, all things considering. Did this have a pivot? Nope. This one does not have a pivot, but I could still go lay low. And just see if I could take this guy out. At least he's in critical condition, so he's not doing too well. And yes, he went down, which is nice. Silenced pistols. At least they don't do that much damage, but he did hit, sadly enough.
Ready.
Someone is swimming, that's for sure. I would rather move with her and just shoot with these other two right at this moment when we can. Good job, Hitman.
Hot dog!
You got
Yes. Let's see. Can you see anything anywhere? You can't really. Just be keeping an aim
Ready.
into that direction, I think. And you can take this back for use. And let's see if we could try to go a little bit forward at least. Yeah, you can see the one that is laying low, but that's not that big of an issue. Let's just wait at least a little bit in here. I would love to be able to get to the cover of the trees at least a little bit, or a little bit forward in here.
Ready.
Let's see if we could try to run. Let's just run to this tree. I think it should be okay, as otherwise I think we would have seen something already in one of those places at least. I'm not sure if that was the best use, but it at least shouldn't be the worst. I wasn't actually meaning to leave you
You got
like
my ear.
that, but on the other hand, at least that is a fact that there shouldn't be anything when Ira didn't see anything either that could shoot, that she could shoot. They shouldn't have anyone who could shoot into this way. So, I trust that's the case.
You
But
got
that
my
was a little
ear.
bit too careless, nonetheless. Yes, we see guys all the way down there. Let's see if there's anyone in here. Nope. And no one in here, right? Other than the bleeding guy. Good. Then we know that they're there.
Yeah.
We can pretty much safely go and
We's clear.
move all the way into here.
You got my ear.
You too. She's just going to be aiming at least for one turn. No reason not to. Yeah, they started running closer, so they're going to be easier to hit, nonetheless. Which works for me. There's one too.
Ready.
You should actually go lay down. Why? Because of the fact that you will hit better that way. Even if you have a little bit less vision, but hitting that well is not bad.
Ashes to
At all.
ashes.
Yeah.
You can run into
Okay.
here and be... If I wouldn't go through the tier cast, that is. That's silly. Oh well. Done what is done. It was just a very little
You got my
piece
ear.
of that full thing, but it's enough to get into that sort of a situation. Just stay there until the tier cast is gone. I think that's better.
Oh,
Hitman
close.
can be seen a little bit more, at least, when he's not completely
No
down.
scab!
He just has to be drinking a little bit
You
now
got my
because of
ear.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was already almost gone completely. Ah, silly me. Drink a little bit at least to have a bit more energy though. You can perform
Ready.
so much better when you actually have some energy. Let's see. Well, I think torso shot is better. So hit her like that. And then Ira.
You got my ear.
I wonder, because there's 2 trees here. So maybe you could just be coming around into here somewhere and lay down and just have an eye into this direction. So that nothing
Ready.
cannot creep up on us from that side. Yeah, not worth it. They don't
Ready.
like the situation though. I'm quite sure. Maybe you could just try to save
Yeah.
a shot for an interruption, possibly. I'm sure that would not be the worst. Well, you cannot actually see anything right now, which is maybe
You
a
got
little
my
bit
ear.
surprising. You just go around into there somewhere, slowly but surely.
Ready.
Yes, I thought that you might be able to get an interruption nonetheless. You could aim pretty well into his head, or you could try to kill that, or try to hit this guy who is running all the way in here. Maybe that would not be the worst choice. And just the second time. Critical. He loses maximum health and 20 points of dexterity, which isn't not bad at all. I wouldn't say.
Got my butt in a sling here.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ready.
Well, she is standing up, so she should be even easier to hit. So, let's do that. She's also in critical condition now.
Yeah.
You can also see her, so let's see. well, I guess you would be kind of wasting ammo, this good ammo, if you would try to shoot in
You
this
got my ear.
situation when there's no need specifically to do so. Maybe come in here and then have a look into that direction. And just make sure nothing comes up on us. Steel, Cylon gas, ammo. Ammo, of course. Chattimatic. What the heck is Chattimatic? I don't know. No idea
Ready.
about that. Well, that was good. Nice.
Ready.
There's one poor guy who probably has been bitten by
Ready.
a poor little... what do you call it? Blood cat. Yes, blood cat it was. Sorry.
I just love this weapon.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
I guess you could try to actually then move into these three covers. There's no reason why not. When it doesn't seem like we're kind of mean when we're just leaving that guy to die
Ready.
there like that. But, well... well, it's not the worst chance, so... unless we interrupt his movement a lot bit and take some of his action points. So, not bad. Not bad.
Christ.
And she is still running around, happily
Ready.
ever after, for as long as she can. Torso or head? I kind of want to shoot him into the head. Nice.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Let's see. Can you see something more? Well, I don't think
You
that's
got my
worth it.
ear.
You actually might just go and fix Lynx up quickly from the few little damage points that she took. Not that it takes a long time anyways, but
Ashes
just
to
so
ashes.
that one more died.
You got my ear.
Just so that she is completely well and doesn't accidentally bleed 1 point or something. Because
I'm
that
on
would
it.
be a shame. Just go behind those trees. Look into there though,
Ready.
just in case. Let's wait one turn at least. And nothing more that we can see at the moment.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a,
Ready.
well, not as great of a shot as I might like. Let's run into here somewhere. That should not be the worst. And then just go a little bit carefully as we are closer to
Ready.
the enemy lines. Can't quite make it that far. But you can make it that far, so just walk. Hitman will be keeping an eye out, for example.
Ready.
Yeah.
And someone splashing in the water again. I guess you can give it a shot. Didn't work out.
You got my ear.
Yeah, you don't really
Ready.
have any kind of a chance of hitting. Let's go low and aim. Only can see her, but, well, I guess you can take her out when you have such a good chance.
Too much. More scum.
More scum. Backs.
Enemy.
They're near that water.
Ready.
I guess you could be waiting for one turn to get a,
Yeah.
maybe an interrupt, and you could be moving forward in here. Now then, for a fact. Yeah, no points. But you should
Ready.
be safe. There you are. Torso. Okay, even though we kind of hit the tree on the way,
Ready.
we still did hit him.
Ready.
He's a big guy. You are kind of in the open, dear. So... Yes, nice. Yeah, no more ammo wasting for those shots, at least right away. Let's just get closer with Hitman. Carefully.
You got
A little
my
bit
ear.
carefully though. And you could be aiming maybe into here and all that, just in case they suddenly decide to be trying to go around us. Though,
Ready.
in all honesty, this isn't a very good place to go around people when there's that river to be crossed as well. So,
Ready.
not a perfect situation. Just kill her. Well, almost. Could also shoot this guy who is wounded on the ground. Maybe. Or maybe not. Well, she's dying then.
Yeah.
I guess it serves a purpose. Somewhere into here. Just carefully moving.
Yeah.
He just decided
Ready.
to also be aiming this way, but I don't think he has seen us, so unfortunately for him, that's not a good enough of a position to be standing on.
Yeah.
Yep,
Ashes
Looks okay.
to ashes.
Yeah.
picked up another weapon and went down again.
Ready.
Just kill him, okay. Good, good,
Too much.
good,
Yeah.
good.